All right, I'm recording. You guys can start talking whatever you want to.
Hi, y'all.
Oh my gosh.
What?
I feel like I can't even act right in this room right now.
Why?
We got a pretty big celeb here.
I'm here all the time.
I'm not gonna blow it. You're
Oh,
right,
please, please, no, please, please,
Beat you
please,
to it.
please, no.
I was thought you were talking about me over
I mean, obviously, we're all kind of.
A lot of ego going on here
Yeah.
in this room right now.
Speaking of which, I woke up the other weekend. I took a weekend trip with my daughter, and she had a friend at a hotel. We woke up, and the first thing that I woke up to after I was telling her, hey, Mayla, like, you know, we got to get going, this, and this. And I hear her whispering to her friend. She goes, my mom is the pointiest pilot. And I'm like,
What's
what?
that mean?
What does that mean?
I mean,
She's
does it
like,
mean you're a control freak? Because I was just called that the other day.
She was trying to call me Pontius Pilate.
Well, that doesn't fit.
So what were you washing your hands of?
I have no idea.
That's
I was like
hilarious.
telling her that it was time to pack up and go. Next thing you know, did I murder
You're a pointy
Jesus?
You
pilot.
sentenced
I
Jesus to
sentenced
death.
Jesus to death.
Well, you didn't actually. The people did, but
I
that's a
feel
whole
like
other
I
thing.
like pointy
As we do this on
pilot
Good
way
Friday.
Pointy pilot.
So-
Pilot.
Pointy
We're gonna
pilot.
coin that as.
This is a special Good
I
Friday edition of
immediately
Club Money.
actually just thought of Randy when she said that too, because I was like, well, he's the pointiest.
Me?
What?
Oh,
Pilot.
Okay,
You're
okay.
the
Pilot,
pilot.
not pilot. Pilot, the in the air guy.
Pilates, right?
Pilates, yeah. Pilates. We think of you with
Yeah, well,
Pilates a lot.
so-
yeah,
so
me too.
Kids say the darndest things.
Oh, 100%, man.
And it reminded me a little bit about our Easter weekend, because, I mean, what better to start it off with than to be called Pontius Pilate by your daughter.
Pointy pilot.
Pointy Pilate by your daughter.
Okay, I got to tell you something that my kiddo said. So she's a very doting child. She's more nurturing as a child than I am as a mom. So take that for what you will. But she was doing my toes the other night, and she said, you know, they make cream that takes hair off those legs. I said, are you kidding? Like, I'm rating you 1 star. 1 star spa treatment here. But I can't deny it.
You want special design?
And so, yeah, she was like, wow. Oh, yeah. She's like, you know, they have cream that takes hair
Wow.
off those legs. So,
Wow.
God bless her for for being willing to do my toes after a pretty hellacious winter, right?
Yeah.
And then, the fuzz came along with it. So,
My youngest today, as he's coming home for Easter, he did the right thing and said, how many cigars you need?
oh, that's nice.
So-
And then he said,
Endears him to his mother, and not really, but...
and then he says, but I'm going to need gas money.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm buying. Yes,
There we
I am
go.
buying the gas. Yes, the
Okay.
gas money plus the cigar money. Yes, I just said here's
yes.
$100.
This is the season.
Here's $100. So
Hey, that's a good trade-off, though.
Because gas is high now.
Yeah, I saw this thing.
Because we decided to bomb Iran.
gas.
Bomb,
Gas is more
Iran.
expensive than beer now, so drink, don't drive.
Yeah, I think that was a
That's a
silver
good
dollar
plan.
one. That was a really
Unless
good
you
one.
finish your Tiger Woods, especially don't do that.
Ooh, what about that, man?
And you make so much money. You can't
get a
hire a
driver?
professional driver. You can't like call Uber. I get you not want to call Uber. I get that. But dude, hire a driver.
Get an Uber
Professional
Black.
He
driver.
could hire a helicopter to take him everywhere.
Could, yes. He could, yes. So,
Woulda, shoulda.
But he's going into rehab now, and he's trying to get it all fixed and everything.
Yeah.
Obviously not playing in the Masters next week, so, you know.
Yeah, what a bummer. I mean, it's crazy to see how, like, the mighty fall, but it's so, it's human. I
Yeah.
think, you know, it's like very human, and we all make mistakes. This is strike number 2, I think, for him, though. So maybe get a
like
driver
4?
for sure.
I thought it
don't
was
know.
like 4.
Depends on
but-
what you call a strike.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
There's a couple of other
Yeah.
strikes in there, too.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Well, you know, the porn stars and such.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Well,
I guess it depends.
Family friendly because we do have a great guest and we want lots of people to tune into this.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of sports, I recently it was Wednesday. Mayla was scheduled to have her first track meet.
You were
It
so
was-
excited about it.
Oh, so excited.
Yeah.
And by that, I was crossing my fingers for a cancellation too, because one, I'm gonna just say it, I'm not the best track parent.
Track's tough on parents.
It is a
It's an
4-hour
all-day grind.
event.
I didn't realize
for,
that,
like,
I guess.
Yeah,
you
no,
better
it's
be
hard.
Prepared with a book to read or something to do.
Sunscreen and an umbrella and everything,
Yeah.
because you don't know what the weather's going
And
to
those
be.
cushy seats because
Oh, yeah.
bleachers hurt. But all that aside, it was canceled due to weather or weather that was to come.
Impending.
What is it called?
Imminent.
You can say imminent, yes.
Imminent
weather.
Imminent weather, yes, that's good.
Yeah.
I like to,
good.
mispronounce things in front of a lot of people, but
That's all right.
so it was canceled, and all of a sudden she's getting all these messages, and I guess it was through an app. I must have accidentally, or maybe I subconsciously did it on purpose. I don't know, or I just can't remember.
It's not an accident.
Yeah, no, this is probably definitely punishment for, hey, you signed us up for track.
It should be part of. It should be part of the.
The kids should be a part of this.
So I put
Absolutely.
her number in the group chat, not my own. And
But not yours at all. Just hers.
I don't get any of these messages. It's just her that's getting
awesome.
the messages. It is through an app, though. As she's telling me this, I'm like, oh, wait, what? You're on a text message thread with 250 people? Are you kidding me?
Oh, yeah, they're
but no,
all
it
commenting.
is through an app, so it's not exactly. I'm like,
but you
well,
get notifications.
Yes, but I go silence them. She goes, Mom, this is the best entertainment I've had all spring break.
Yeah.
And I'm like, seriously? Like, I've taken you out to lunch, to dinner.
I took you shopping.
I took you shopping, but this is the best entertainment. And
Sign
why?
her up for sports.
Why?
Sports
Because
apps.
what you just said.
Yeah.
Everybody's, and that blows my mind. So the second something's canceled, they're like, wait, what? I signed my kids up for track. Are they not going to run track? It's not raining out. Then these other parents are like, are our kids going to have practices? To which Mayla's like going, Mom, do these parents really want to get rid of their kids? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
Well, also, I feel like parents get very passionate when their kids are a part of these sports.
Yeah,
that
I
it's
shouldn't dismiss that
No,
part,
because it's like blood, sweat, and tears go into it as a parent, right?
Sure.
So
And
not
plus, they all
everybody's kind
think
of,
they're going to get college paid for with scholarships.
Not
Well-
everybody's a bad track parent.
Not only that, but it's like, is it going to be rescheduled? We're paying for this. Our kids are practicing for this. They've prepared for this. It's kind of a, let's let them see it through, type
Yes.
of, right? So
most of the people commenting, though, were first-time track parents, as I am a second-time track parent. There was a fight amongst moms in there where,
Ooh.
so Mayla was, spieling it all to me, and she's like, so this one mom is like, well, I wanted to I wanted to watch my kid, like what. I'm just asking how this works, and the other mom's like, scroll to the top of the feed, and there's a link. And then the other mom's like, I'm new to this, and so it was a back and forth thing.
So
and
what kind of parent are you? I mean, obviously you've negated the whole
Obviously,
app,
she pawned
but
everything off on her kid.
She's a pointy pilot, but okay, so
That's Pontius Pilate. I'm washing my hands on the track app.
But if you are included in the app and you're messaging, what kind of parent are you? Are you a roll it
not.
off the back? Are you a...
I don't respond. I do not
Okay.
want to bother people
Okay.
like at all. I will probably find the coach's contact information and
Private
directly message
Yeah.
or privately message them themselves so that whatever my question is didn't get viewed for the whole 250
I'm this parent.
feed.
I like things.
Oh
I heart
my
things,
God.
and
In
then-
a feed?
And then I do
I
this.
hate you.
And then I'm also very non-confrontational. So even if I don't like it, I'm like, thanks guys for everything. And then that's it. Then I'm like, see you later.
Oh
Have
my
I
God.
mentioned that I'm glad my kids are all grown?
It's kind
If
of
I
fun.
mentioned
I
that?
mean, obviously it's a lot to keep up with. We don't have 250, thank goodness. But it's kind of fun to see everybody's personalities coming through in this like chat thing where it's like, obviously I say I'm a bad volleyball mom because I don't really know. I mean, if I'm looking at this thing, I couldn't tell you where we're playing next weekend, right? Because I just can't, I don't have the sports brain, I guess. But it's fun to see the different personalities come out, and I'm just like this window looking, I'm like
like
what's going next?
she said, it's the best entertainment. So all track parents in the QJHS know that my daughter's reading all your messages. You're welcome, and I'm sorry.
Well, and I do think that all kids should be in it so that they know
Absolutely.
all the things.
This is like, realistically, she is a young adult. And I guess one more kid story. I said I was never going to do these because my dad always did the kid stories growing up, like on media radio or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, I told myself I would never do this because
Don't we always
it
say
embarrassed. But then I think about it, and it's like, what else do I have to talk about? She's my world,
100%.
So one last story in regards to that track, like you said, and handing it to your kids. I've always let her be the laundry gal for her own laundry. I do my
Sure.
own laundry. I do
Responsibility.
Mike's laundry for the most part. I'm sorry, I've been slacking on that lately. But like we all have our jobs and duties, and laundry was mine. However, I taught her at an early age, you're going to be responsible for yours. I will help you fold from the dryer because that's the most tedious.
I hate that part.
And
yeah.
folding and hanging.
Luke does it all, thank goodness.
However, I let her wash her track uniform from last year. It had this sticker on it. She washed it.
Oh,
The adhesive thing was on it. We've let it sit for a year. I think I've done, I don't know, I did what I could. She's probably going to need a new track uniform. I'll pay for the difference. I'm sorry.
Well,
I let my daughter do her own laundry, and
I like that. I think it's responsibility, and I do think that the kids who are in these sports, especially after they reach a certain age, should be a part of these chat groups because there's a lot of information flowing through here, right? If there's cancellations, if there change of venue, who's going to be there, who's not going to be there, what should we prepare for, right?
Yep.
I am not good at it, and then I get yelled at. And I'm like, get in there, girl. Let's see it, right? You step up, you do it. Because I am just a spectator. I'm just driving you. For now.
Same. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing, to tell you the truth.
None of us do, sister.
Nope.
We do what we
pretend.
can, and we do it with the help of others. One of the biggest helps that we have had, along with weather in sports, is our future guest. Had we had him this last Wednesday or whenever the impending storms were, I bet you I would have found out if that track that track match was going to be canceled before it was canceled.
Oh, he would have known.
He's also the guy that, he shared stories with his family. His family has shared him more than anything.
Yeah.
These long nights, crazy weekends, a lot of work has gone into this man's career, and I can't wait for you guys to explore it.
So
I got to explore it myself in a sit-down interview with Mr. Rich Cain.
Oh my God.
It has to be Rich
One
Cain
word.
together, one
Yep.
word.
Yep.
As his wife, Nikki, stated, it was hard, while writing that, from a news perspective, you usually use people's last names, and the whole time as I was writing it, I was like, I feel like it needs to be Rich Cain. But
One
Yep.
word. Rich
Yeah.
Cain.
Yep. So,
He's definitely weaved himself. He's a thread in our community. It's more than just. He's just I'm telling you, I'm starstruck. So I apologize for any future stumblings of words, but I really feel like I'm in the presence of a star, and it's really, really cool. I'm excited. Yeah.
we'll be right back.
Wait, real quick before we break.
Yes.
Brittany, your shirt, your Queen shirt
yeah.
there. Yeah. That reminded me, I got a message from a bunch of guys, I think it was last night I got it from them, saying thank you for putting their music video on your Muddy River site, and especially Mike Scholl for helping get it out.
nice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
they
let's
were starstruck by the whole thing, so it was pretty cool.
I was starstruck to be a part of it while I was there.
How
it was
neat.
pretty.
That was awesome.
Pretty
That
cool.
was a lot of fun.
Good
So
stuff.
if you don't know what we're talking about, make sure to check out the latest Queued Up. It's on our Muddy River TV, featuring legendary musicians, the Maulers.
Now we'll be right back.
Legendary. Now we'll be right back.
That was awesome.
On an upcoming Muddy River Gems brought to you by Dot Foods, find out how two Springfield sailors are competing against the world's best. You all really work together, even though you're competing, you're all into the sport together.
Yeah, we're friends, and it is competitive, and you'll see, some rough behavior on the water, but immediately when you get to the dock, these people that you've been spending a lot of time with, the last 30 years. This is the Great Lakes Championship.
Wow, it's mammoth.
And it's, I think we're coming up on 98 years of this event.
My God.
But as you notice, they're going to keep adding on levels. Because,
Yeah.
every year that they.
Well, I know you're on here several times. Your dad is on here, and is your brother on here too?
My older brother. So my older brother Joe has won it 8 times.
8 times. That's coming up on the next Muddy River Gem, brought to you by Dot Foods.
Mr. Rich Cain. Listen, okay, so for anyone who didn't quite understand, I don't want to say anxiety, but it's almost like I was so excited for this because you have been such an integral part of my life. Most of our community has grown up with you in their homes. Your voice is something that if you talk, I know immediately it's Rich Cain, right?
That always happens.
Hey, I am super stoked to sit down and talk to you.
Well, thank you.
And
Yeah.
before you were weather guy, when you were radio guy, didn't you also voice about 77% of the commercials in Quincy?
I think it was a little higher than that.
Really?
It's like, man, it was between you and Randy Phillips
And
and,
then-
Reggie Coleman and Jeff Dorsey. It's like Mike Moyers. Oh, okay, there's all the voices.
And then all of a sudden it became a desert.
yeah,
You know, I was doing tags or, something like that.
all got outsourced.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Now, according to the wonderful article that our Brittany Bowl wrote
Yay.
about you and your retirement, congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
You, of course, came to Quincy in '89.
Right.
And then I arrived here to work at KHQA in July of '90. And back in the day, we had something called Media Club.
Okay.
And we would
Wednesday nights
at Media Club. And we would go to the Plaza or Stips. Where else would we used to go?
Kelly's.
Kelly's, of course, yes, Kelly's.
Because Rod and I were talking about the karaoke.
Weren't you with us the night before the fire? There were a bunch of us who were there the night before the big fire they had.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was a pretty big crew. I know Reggie and Jeff were there. Reggie Coleman, Jeff Dorsey.
Look, he has to reach in the way back. This
I'm
guy
reaching in
has
the way
to
back?
Okay.
I can't remember, Captain.
I'm giving her all she's got. And then and of course the Starlight, the old horseshoe bar at the Starlight.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Now you're really taking it back.
Yeah, but we regularly. I mean, it was a weekly thing. Wednesday nights
Now,
we would all.
what did this media club entail? Was it a lot of debauchery? Okay. Okay.
Well, beer and debauchery.
Beer and debauchery.
Yeah, I
But
would
then
expect none less.
back then, of course, you were an early bird. You were doing morning drive back then, weren't you?
Well, I was doing afternoons, and then I got switched to mornings in the early 90s.
Okay, so in the beginning you were afternoon, so you were able to heavily partake in Media Club.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Baby, in terms of our late friend, the late Reggie Coleman. But yeah, so we would do that, and again, Rich was, he and of course he started out at Moberly, as Brittany mentioned in her story,
Yeah,
and it
can
sounds
we
like they're back under local ownership again. It sounds like.
And the intent is, from what I understand, they will bring more staff in.
Good.
It's a slow process.
Yeah, they just bought that again, like in December or something.
It's about time.
Yeah.
Can we start at the beginning? Because, again, I'm a little starstruck, but I want to hear all the things. So you came here in '89?
He was 89, I was 90.
Okay, 89. What happened pre-'89 that brought you to Quincy?
I was in Moberly.
Okay.
I was working as a programmer for both KRES and KWIX. KRES is the 100,000 watt blowtorch.
Okay.
Covers 92% of Missouri.
Wow.
Quix is the little AM station, but
That you can maybe get in Centralia.
about as far. But it was fun. It was fun doing that. It was my first radio job, and I can remember going in, doing the interview, and then they told me what I had to do. Come in at 9:30, young man, and work till 6. Get rid of the beard.
Ooh.
Get rid of the beard. It was radio, not TV.
I was told to get rid of the beard.
Did it, like, scratch the mic or something?
No.
No, they just didn't like it.
No,
No
it
facial
was
hair.
the owner looked at beards and facial hair as a sign of social rebellion.
Oh, okay. Interesting. But
Yeah,
guess
when I
that's
think
back-
Rich Cain,
yeah.
Social Rebellion is pretty much the first thing I think of.
Hey, okay, so Moberly, you're doing radio. Were there any sales involved?
No sales.
Okay.
But I eventually did move into doing commercials.
Okay.
And the commercials had no music. They were strictly what we call vanilla. Bring the message. That's it. That's the sales point. Gerald Shepard's point of view of radio programming was commercials were the programming, the music was the fill.
Okay, yeah.
All right? That was his philosophy. He started KHMO back after he got out of World War II, and eventually sold that because he wanted to build a network of stations around Missouri. And unfortunately, KHMO was not on that plan.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit, so talking about sales, I heard something about a doorknob.
You heard that from Brittany.
Hey, I'm not
Read
giving away
Brittany's
my
story.
sources.
In my education at Broadcast Center, first it's not like, hey, I got money, I want to be a broadcaster. You had to audition to get into the
Broadcast
school,
Center. Yeah.
and then go through this interview process with the president at the time, and then you were billed the $5,000.
Okay.
So part of the, I want to say, sorting of the debris, the wannabes from those that really
Dedicated.
had the true dedication,
Yeah.
they handed me a doorknob on camera and said, sell this to me.
Oh boy.
So
I just got heart palpitations.
thanks to, I was mentored by the old Ernie Kovacs show, and listening to Stan Freberg and some of his wonderful marketing philosophy.
Freberg here.
Yeah. All American Soups. I sold him this doorknob.
Can you tell us how?
It slices, it dices, it'll babysit your baby, it'll burp your baby.
You
But
did
you've
that.
got to order before midnight tonight. $9.99, folks. It's a miracle maker. Call 800-888-8888 now.
I hired
And-
immediately.
And Mr. Gebhardt, who was the president, he called me into the office the next day and said, welcome to Broadcast Center.
That's awesome. Was
That's
Broadcast-
incredible.
Was the Broadcast Center program 1 or 2 years?
It was as long as you wanted it.
Really?
As long as you completed the units. There were 10 units, radio speaking, marketing, and then you had to move into DJ and do 10 units of that.
There was also a if guys wanted to do play-by-play, they could do that too,
there
right?
was, yeah, there was
Really?
a play-by-play
Yeah.
thing. Very little television at the time,
Right.
because they just didn't have the equipment.
Right.
I'm so glad you didn't make me do this.
Send you to Broadcast Center
Oh my
before
gosh.
you come up here.
Okay, so I was going to ask what you learned, because obviously I feel like as someone who's a personality in whatever form that looks like, you either have it or you don't. Do you think it's something you can learn from a school, or do you think you are kind of born with it?
I think it's
Innately.
a combination of both.
Okay.
Because I thought I was, hey, I had a good voice, et cetera, et cetera.
You enunciate
I
very
can
well.
ad-lib.
But
yeah.
the problem was Brad Harrison, the late Brad Harrison, he was in radio, he was in TV, he was a staff announcer for KPLR for a number of years. He said, do you know the words? Because I was reading this news copy. He said, it's not year, it's your. And he pounded that into my head.
Yours, yeah.
Not years.
It's not cloudy, it's cloudy.
Okay.
It's not temperature, it's temperature.
Temperature. Yeah.
I would hose that
He
up
picked up
immediately.
on those little nuances. I mean, he beat me on the head.
So I assume that this guy, because obviously I don't know, he was a legend in this area. He just
St. Louis.
knew?
He was
Okay.
good.
St. Louis, he was.
He
Okay.
was
He
he
was.
was well respected.
Okay.
After about the third unit of the announcing section, he started to respect me.
Cool. That's very cool.
Because you said, because he
that's-
worked for Ted Koppler at,
Yes.
at KPLR 11 back then, which was, of course, the independent station that back then would carry the Cardinals and wrestling at the Chase and all that
The
stuff.
first station in the country to have the Earth station,
Yeah.
What's that?
satellite receiver.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
all right, cool.
We're talking a long time ago.
Yeah.
All right.
So it was, but yeah, I mean, again, it was, even though it was an independent station, it was one of the best independent television stations in the country.
Very cool.
And, you had a lot of their staff who double dip, but also kind of moonlighted at the broadcast center.
True. They were good teachers.
And as did the people at KPL at KDNL 30 too, right?
Oh yes, Lee
Back
Coffey was my production teacher, and I was doing splices one evening, and he would always sit at the desk with one little, curved spotlight, and sometimes he would smoke a cigar. Back in those days, he could get away with it.
Sure.
So I'm sitting in the editing booth ready to be adjudicated for my exercise, my production exercise. And I played the tape back for him, and he said, "Wait a minute, roll that back." So I played it again for him. He said, "What did you do there?" He said, I've never heard that done before. I said,
was
"What?"
it?
He said, "You spliced at a breath point." He said, "That's phenomenal."
I would say
you
breath work is one
He
of
said,
your
"You
strong points.
changed the whole emphasis of the commercial."
And back then, splice was splice.
Was razor blade,
razor on the tape.
cutting block,
Yeah.
tape,
Yep.
making sure that it was timed out properly, and you had to put it back on the
Golly.
playback
I did that
machine.
I did that at KBI in Columbia.
Can you imagine if you had to do that now with me? Oh my golly.
You know what?
Randy's like having a heart attack now. I mean, listen.
Sound
Randy has to mess with Ashley and film. Oh my God.
I'm like, just let it roll,
He's editing this. He's editing stuff
Let
at
it roll.
midnight.
Yeah.
Sony,
Oh, God.
I want to say SoundForge and Audition, put them away. Just give me a splicing block and a grease pencil. I'm a happy camper.
I've had to splice 2-inch videotape before,
Oh my God.
and I do VHS at home all the time.
Yeah.
For folks that are transferring stuff, and I'll take and open the case up and cut out the bad chunk, and you get one more play out of it, and that's it.
Right.
But
Wow. Yeah. Incredible.
See, Ernie Kovacs was told, "You can't do that." And he said, "You want to watch me?"
Watch and
And
see.
he had the 2-inch videotape. I mean, that's a lot of tape there.
Yeah.
And back then, television videotaping was kind of crude, but he made it extremely effective.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
No, nowadays, I mean, we are so spoiled now with
Very
all the
spoiled.
digital and all the toys and everything. I mean, back in the I was when I went to Mizzou and first job out of KHQA, we were using 3/4 inch, and it was just
You had to carry the camera,
And
the
the
3/4 inch
deck,
and
yeah,
the tripod.
Yeah, it was all so. But then you started again. You were a radio guy, and you thought you were going to be DJ Lightning, maybe the next Lightning Larry Lujack or something
Is
like
that
that.
what you thought? That you just were like, I want to be in radio?
Yeah,
That's,
because I grew up with Top 40 radio
Yeah,
in the
for
shadow
sure.
of New York City, and then that's where we moved to back in the early 60s, and then over to North Jersey into the late 60s. I mean, it was Cousin Bruce Morrow, it was a number of other personalities on WABC.
Okay.
But then you moved to St. Louis,
KMOX.
you had, KXOK
And KXOK.
KIRL.
I can't
Which
even
was
keep
a-
up with these letters,
which
guys.
Was Casey a thing yet?
Casey was not a thing yet because FM didn't get really popular until the early 70s.
And you moved because your dad was a musician, correct?
No, he was a manager,
Manager.
or as they say, mongler.
of a
what?
band?
He was executive director. Let me go back. He was executive director of the Aspen Music Festival.
I knew it had something to do
Okay.
with music.
All right.
All right,
Cool.
that was
That's
during,
a cool gig.
That was during the summer times. And then in the wintertime, he would book artists and get ready for the next season. So in 1968, he was asked to be manager of the St. Louis Symphony Orchestra, which he accepted because Southern Illinois University was looking for somebody to manage an outdoor music festival.
So you could do that in the summer.
Did that in the summer, and then his attention was more on the symphonic efforts in Powell Hall.
Oh, Powell
cool.
Hall is beautiful.
Oh my
we had
gosh.
we had wedding pictures taken. Powell Hall.
Look at that.
That was my
Connection.
second home
That is so
growing
cool.
up as a kid.
Did you realize when you were a kid how cool that was?
No.
Yeah. That's neat.
And then when the symphony got a recording contract with Vox Records, I was invited to a number of sessions.
Neat.
Had no idea. No, absolutely no
Hall,
idea.
And
right?
as you shouldn't, right? I mean, you're a kid, you don't, but now you appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because you were so close to Powell Hall, did you do a lot at the Fox, like just go to shows and stuff, or no? You had no. that
Fox
wasn't your
was
thing?
sitting vacant
Oh, that's right. It was closed back
Yeah.
then.
for a number of years.
They hadn't rehabbed it yet. That's right.
And the city was trying to figure out what to do with it.
And now
Oh,
it's
cool.
gorgeous, and I
Oh.
try to get there once a year for something
I'm going down in a couple of weeks.
to see.
God, I love the Fox.
Meatloaf.
Ooh.
Meatloaf the musical.
Paradise by the
It's the
dashboard.
English troupe that's coming in,
Yeah.
the music, and yeah.
All right, so
Paradise
you
by the
went-
Dashboard Lights. We're talking about going back to the
Hell
Starlight
yes.
now. Years
All right,
ago,
so the doorknob, you sold the doorknob.
I sold the doorknob.
You sold the doorknob.
I sold the
to me
doorknob.
even, okay? So
Sold the
let's
doorknob
say
to Ashley.
you knew you wanted to be in radio. You knew that you wanted to be a personality in so.
Knew?
I know. It
Where's
came out
that
of nowhere.
coming
I don't
from?
know. We was talking about. I don't know. Anyway, okay. Sorry. So radio. How did it turn to
Weather.
meteorologist? How did it turn to weather? Was that in the goal? Was that
That totally unexpected.
okay?
And I do give a lot of credit to Leo Henning, who was the station vice president.
Okay.
He was the head guy at GEM for many years. Really sharp guy. I
And-
mean, yeah,
And the Oakleys.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it took some time, but in the early 90s, I was voted to move to mornings.
By whom?
Well, it was a staff
Okay.
deal.
All right.
So in October
Was
of 90,
morning better than night, or what did that look like, or was it
That
kind
also
of a
entailed
punishment?
television, right?
not yet.
Not yet. There was just
Not
radio.
yet. Yeah.
Was it good, bad, or ugly moving to mornings? In
It was
everybody's.
good. It was good.
Okay.
Because once you were done,
You had the whole
when
day.
everybody else was getting geared up to come after you, it's like, hey, my day's done.
You're like,
I'll
peace
see you
Go
later.
to
out.
lunch. I'm gonna hit the pool, and then but you were also weren't you the first weather guy with Nora for the morning show or with Michelle? No, it was Tammy first.
It was Tammy O'Neill.
Tammy O'Neill and Michelle, our own Michelle McCormack,
God, love
were the
her.
first WGEM morning team. But then when Nora came back and Michelle left, and then Tammy left, then it became you and
Then it became,
Nora.
well, I replaced Tom Vodak.
Tom Vodak.
'Cause Tom
I forgot
Vodak
Tom
was-
doing that.
He was,
Assignment editor and doing morning
he had
weather?
he had a number of hats.
He did a lot of stuff.
Okay.
But he was doing the weather.
Another sharp guy too, by the way.
And so in 1997, September of 97,
Okay.
that's when Leo came up to me and said, we need for you to do weather. Would you be interested? Absolutely.
Did you want to, or was it kind of like, I need to do this in order to continue growing?
Well, I was doing both radio and TV
Okay.
back in those days. Now, TV in the radio studio didn't emerge until 1995 because of a number of cable
Yeah.
rules and regs. And so we became CGEM,
Okay. Yeah.
provided the 2-hour morning show, and then the rest of it was pretty much community service with a Skycam.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah, which was
Even hearing you say those words.
And weren't they
Old
also
camera.
putting the football? I mean, then was that, and that was before they got Fox.
Oh, well before they got Fox.
Yeah.
So I want to take it back a little bit because I feel like weather was running through you, right?
Even when Corey McCloskey was weather guy,
Oh my God.
he replaced Frank Cariello,
Okay.
who was a meteorologist. Corey was, I believe, a cameraman,
He was.
and then got moved into that with Frank's departure.
You know, and the funny thing with when you talk about, the piece Brittany wrote, and Rich in his calm reassurance with the weather, sort of the antithesis of when Corey was doing weather. Come on with the undone tie and the hair all over. And
Some energy.
You had him, and then over at 7, you had Marty Dimitrick, who was kind of doing the same shtick, right?
Marty with his bow ties.
Yeah. Yeah, so you had these dueling, flamboyant weather guys.
Yeah.
And then after they left, then you had Gleishman come in and Rich come in, and they were more, and then Binman, of course, and they were more, okay,
Calm and
that's what we're going to
collected.
do.
Yeah. Very almost you could kind of feel
Professional.
the trust.
Yeah.
It was very
Yeah.
trustworthy.
I mean,
obviously.
Corey's had a fabulous career going out to Phoenix
Yeah,
and continuing to
100%.
do weather. Yeah, weather in Phoenix, that's tough, right? Yeah,
that's
sunny and
tough.
95. Back to you, Chet.
Yeah. So I do want to talk about it, though. Okay.
They love Corey, by the way.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
he killed. I mean, yeah, he's doing great out there. Has
Yeah.
for years. God love him.
I think that's good for him. Also, Quincy may have a different taste, right? I mean, we like cool, calm, collected. What?
Chet
What?
Huntley.
I don't know who that is, so I glossed over it.
Well, the old guys knew that.
Yeah,
that was a
I
throwback. That's
have
to the
no idea.
boomers and the Gen Xers who can remember
Oh.
Chet Huntley.
I'm David Brinkley.
And David Brinkley, yes.
So I feel like when I said weather was running through you, there was an incident that happened that Brittany alluded to in her article that I want to get to because I feel like it was kind of the
impetus.
I have a
was,
follow-up
yes.
question after this, but
yes,
go ahead.
it was, right? I mean, it was already destined to be there.
Yeah, I got zapped by lightning.
You sure did. Let's talk about that a little bit, because I mean, what you're more likely to...
She sounds like she wants that.
I don't want to
That
talk
sounds great.
about it.
Can I stand up with a golf club in the lightning
Well,
storm?
I mean,
No.
I don't know statistics, but they got to be pretty small. And to be a weatherman who got hit by lightning, those statistics have to be even...
And to survive.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, and I'm not giggling,
Yeah.
but it's like, I'm not giggling to...
No, you're like horny about it.
No, stop.
You're like, ah,
No, I
weather.
think it's like, I think it's just coincidental, karmically so. Ignore this man here. Ignore the man behind the curtain. Yeah.
I did that for a few years.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, we were on the windward side of the Rockies. So
Okay.
the wind comes in from the west, comes up the slopes, does some wonderful things over the Continental Divide, and then it comes down on the leeward side. So we would always get afternoon thunderstorms that would pop up and then just go away.
Sure.
And then about sunset, they're gone. Clear sky, beautiful. So Curious George here, a thunderstorm popped up. I went to the kitchen, was able to hoist myself up on top of the kitchen sink
How old were you at
and
this
look
time?
out the window. I was about 4 or 5.
Okay. So you didn't know the science of things yet?
Of course not.
Okay.
And I didn't know, well, the house didn't have a basement, obviously, because of the soil
Yeah.
and everything. But I didn't know the plumbing just ran underground and then came up into the house. So I leaned out to look out the window and boom, got
What
me
are
right.
the chances?
And you woke
Got
up
me-
10 minutes later.
Got me in the chest, knocked me on the kitchen floor. Yeah, 10 minutes later, I was fine.
Did you know what happened?
No.
Did that create any kind of love or respect for weather?
A
Do you
lot
think-
of lot of respect.
Okay.
But I got to finish up that story.
Yeah, 100%. Please.
Because my mom, she was doing some laundry, and it's like, you know,
Oh, God, I can't even
called the
imagine.
doctor.
Yeah.
Doctor said, and this is the family doctor.
Uh-huh.
And he said, "Don't worry, Mrs. Cain, he'll be fine. He'll come to."
Thanks, Doc.
That's
Here's your bill.
reassuring.
And that's what happened.
Yeah.
Did you
I mean-
pee yourself?
I don't know. I can't remember.
That's what I'd be thinking. Like, oh my God, look at that. You lose all bodily
No,
function.
at 4 or 5,
and-
you don't care. You're kind
That's
of like,
true.
that was kind of neat. Right? Okay, so,
Probably boiled it off.
yeah, right? I get evaporated if I know my science.
Yeah.
So, okay, you were hit by lightning at 4 or 5, which I can't help but think that created your path before you knew it was your path.
It was also nurtured by my older sister and I sitting in lawn chairs out in our St. Louis home, out in the driveway, and looking at the clouds and the flashing of the lights and listening to the crackle of the radio.
Cool.
That was cool.
Nostalgia.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's neat.
Okay, since your formative years in St. Louis, which high school?
Ladue.
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 Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the big St. Louis thing. You always want to know everybody went to high
Yeah,
school.
what high? Yeah, hi,
What high
my
school did you
name
go
is
to?
Rich. What high school
did
you
you go
went
to? Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like it's kind of the same here.
Wait, Ben Mar's Ladue too, right? Or is he Clayton?
I can't remember.
I have to double check. I mean, because
I
another
don't
St.
know.
Louis guy who worked when we were all
Listen,
at
he's
GEM.
got so much knowledge rolling through his brain. Okay,
Yeah.
so-
my wife, Hazelwood Central, by the way. So
All right, so St. Louis, Ladue, struck by lightning. selling doorknobs. I mean,
Selling doorknobs.
I just think it's really cool because
What else do you want?
well, I feel like I need the entire story because we were talking before you came in. Obviously, you moved into meteorology. A lot of science behind that. I don't pretend to know any of it, but I am a porch dweller when storms come. I love storms.
Good.
I love knowing about them. I love reading all of your posts and getting more knowledge behind what's happening.
Did you used to read the weather story
Yeah.
that was on the website?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I watched every night. I mean, I'm a weather dork. I enjoy it. I respect it. I think it's just really
Dork
cool.
without the weather.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah, I'm a dork
Yeah.
without the weather, obviously. But I do enjoy it. And it comes from my mom. You know, when there were severe storms coming, we wouldn't go inside to the basement. We would sit out on our porch in our
Yeah.
bungalow. So not only does it create good memories, but then learning all of the ins and outs behind it, but you lived it. So before you came in, we were talking about the green screen. That, I think, single-handedly stopped me from going into meteorology.
Why?
Because I don't even know geography, number one, and then to do it isn't it backwards? Like you're pointing at things?
Not really.
How did you learn? Was that a class?
No. That was practice.
Okay.
A lot of practice.
Man.
Basically, you're standing in front of the green screen and you've got a monitor here and you got a monitor over there and you can look at the monitor
Yeah.
and point, hey, here's Maine and then there's Florida and then you just go
Winds
through.
coming from the south, northwest, east is what I would have to say because I have no idea which way I'm pointing.
I didn't really pay attention to the national weather
Okay.
because it didn't matter. People
Right.
wanted local.
Sure.
How am I going to dress tomorrow?
Right.
Yeah.
Am I good to set out the grill tonight? You know, that kind
Should
of
I
thing.
get out on the porch on my bungalow and watch this storm?
Yeah.
Yeah. Very
So-
cool. Okay, so no full formal training with the green screen.
No.
Are you reading a teleprompter at the same time?
Absolutely not.
No.
God, I was like, there is no way in hell I
No.
could do that.
That's me selling the doorknob.
Yes.
You're just good at it.
So when you became, in order to become a meteorologist, you did have to go to school and you went through the Mississippi State program.
Went through
correct?
Mississippi State program, 3 years, summer, fall, winter, spring. Summer, fall, winter, spring, summer, fall, winter, spring. And then we all gathered for a meeting in Birmingham, Alabama, the summer of 2005. And so we reviewed our final test, went through some exercises, and did all these other little pieces of work. And then the test was issued, I think it was mid-August.
What did
And
this test consist of?
multiple choice, 100 questions, 2 hours to answer.
Okay.
Do you know the difference between a warm air mass and a warm air's ass?
No.
Okay.
Is the air parcel
Is that
lifting
honest or
in the
what?
wet adiabat or the dry adiabat?
It's probably damp.
You know,
That's what I would.
if I showed you
Randy, clip that off.
if I showed you a skew-T diagram, would you be able to dissect it?
Now, are you sharing these things on Facebook currently? Because I feel like I'm getting my schooling
No.
from your graphs and
No.
things. Okay, all right. Well, maybe you should start a weather school because I, for one, love it.
Don't
but
you have
I-
enough jobs?
No, I just love it. I think it's very interesting. And, people that say you can't predict weather, I would point them to Mr. Rich Cain.
I'll give you a website that was created by one of my professors, and it's a great basic weather site where you can learn, take a test, mock test, and then check to see how your answers compare to the.
All right.
Oh, she's gonna just go nuts
I'm
on
going to
this.
nerd out, man.
Well, it gives
I-
you something to do in
I
the
love
summertime.
it.
She has nothing, yes, because she has nothing else to do.
I love it.
Nothing else.
Well-
Well, there are 14 jobs.
I mean, obviously, like I said before, you have, you're a mainstay in Quincy. You have, you've been brought into every home for years and years and years.
I was welcomed into every
Yes,
home.
welcomed into every home. Thank you for correcting me because that is exactly what it is. And it's almost like everyone knows and trusts you and loves you, but you don't know them.
I don't know the scale. I have no
Really?
clue as to the scale
Oh my gosh.
until I announced my retirement.
Yeah,
And then all of a sudden, it's like the flood.
that's so cool. A well-deserved flood.
Well, now that you talked about the flood, I want to talk about that.
Ooh,
when
Okay.
you
That's
were
a
on the
great
radio
segue.
with President Clinton. You and Bob Turek and whoever else was in the room.
Jeff Dorsey.
Jeff Dorsey back
Steve
then.
Cramlett.
Yeah. So during the flood of '93, when President Clinton was flying over in Air Force One, you got to talk to him on the radio.
Yes.
That was pretty awesome, wasn't it?
That came as an absolute surprise
Really?
because the levee broke that Friday evening. There's Michelle McCormack out on the bridge talking to this guy, Jim Scott, who was an eyewitness to what happened.
Okay.
Sure he was. I guess he was.
We know the outcome of that. So the next day, we were told to come in regular time, 7 a.m., and we congregated in the studio during the top of the hour news. What do we do? You know, where's our focus next? Well, it was the Snai levee, which is to the south on the Illinois side. Missouri side, nobody was worried about. And everything else upriver it was just catastrophic.
Yeah.
So that's what we decided to do. I went up on the rooftop with a little portable transmitter and reported back on the wonderful West Quincy Lake. And then they were checking some sources about where people needed equipment, supplies, etc. So, you know, the radio station was converted to a great big two-way walkie-talkie.
Yeah.
So evidently, I'm up on the rooftop. A little after 8 o'clock, they get a phone call from a White House staffer saying, President Clinton would like to speak to you. Do you have time this morning?
You're like, hang on.
No,
let me
sorry.
reschedule.
Sorry, I don't.
Yeah.
No.
So
Can't.
I was ordered to come downstairs as soon as possible.
Were you so nervous? I would have just
Oh, I was just,
peed in my pants right there.
yeah.
Yeah, what
I
button,
was- I
what
was
button do I hit?
Oh
Yeah.
So we
All my broadcast
decided-
center training's toast now. I'm going to talk to the president.
We decided we're going to ask one question each. It has to pertain to the flood
Sure.
situation.
You remember your
So,
question?
yeah. Do you plan to bring federal troops in, Mr. President, to help support the ongoing effort?
Look at that. Great question.
And he said, not at this time. He was on his way to St. Louis for a governor conference on the situation. So,
Wow.
yeah.
So was that kind of one of your bigger moments, or do you have others that?
Oh, another bigger moment was pushing my operations manager out of an airplane tandem jumping.
What?
Did it live?
What? Bobby, don't get any ideas. Go ahead.
Oh, you should try this.
I
my
jumped.
God.
I did it back when we were doing I tandem jump during skydiving. Yeah.
Back.
So was that
Yeah,
Frank-
but
was that Steve?
was it broadcast live?
No, it wasn't.
Well, it should have been.
It should have been. Yeah, I was working for the
I'll
WIG at the
fly the
time.
plane if you do it again.
There we go.
No, it's no.
Pointy pilot.
I could-
no,
Pointy pilot.
no, my wife will know.
I could hear
Well,
those
so was it-
words
was it-
coming out of your mouth.
So was it Cramlett?
No.
Who?
It was Jeff Dorsey.
Oh, you pushed Dorsey out.
What?
Oh my God!
Oh wow, that's
They-
funny.
they
I
had
did not
to
know
I
that.
learned.
It
Oh
was
my gosh, that's amazing.
94. I think it was 94 before they pulled the plug on the
Skydive convention.
skydiving
Yeah.
convention. They had to find a tandem jumper that had a big enough chute to support
Yeah.
two of them.
Yeah.
So they found this guy from Denmark. And so we had a 2-watt transmitter strapped to his chest and microphone that ran up through his, sorry, Randy, I didn't mean to disturb you. Thank you.
You can do whatever you
And-
want, Rich Cain.
So
Hashtag Rich Game.
he went up there, I acquired the signal. I've got the remote truck out there, sending it back to the station from the airport.
What were the noises you heard?
The propeller, you hear the propellers going,
Okay.
and then they were getting into position. Now I'm pushing that receiver as hard as I can to get that signal in. And it was, you could hear it just kind of getting a little staticky,
Oh,
but
yeah.
then it got clear. And then they go 1, 2, 3, jump. So you hear the Doppler effect of the propellers.
Cool.
Then the whoosh.
Then the Dorsey going, oh
And then
shit.
I was going to say, and then the expletives are flying.
So then all of a sudden
Oh,
it got
cool.
quiet because the tandem master pulled the chute. And that's when the transmitter came up and got Jeff on the bottom lip.
Oh no.
The tape did not hold.
So he had
I
more-
felt so bad.
He had a little war wound.
He had a little war
It's
wound.
all right.
Yeah, it
Worth it.
didn't last
Plus the
long.
straps galled him as they pulled him up, and that's all
cool.
mad. So
Okay, so going back to, I'm sorry, I told you I'm just going to keep talking because I'm
But
starstruck. Anyway,
again, keep
go
in
ahead.
mind that was done live
Yeah.
on radio.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's
and
cool.
what time, what year?
94,
That was
95, you
about
said.
94.
Wow.
Mid-afternoon.
Yeah. Probably one of the first live tandem jumps.
I
in a-
don't know.
I bet it is.
I don't know.
So I want to go back to, because we talked about you being welcomed into all these homes and that you didn't know, I guess, how loved you were, how respected, and obviously you've become a part of these homes for so many years. What does a typical grocery trip look like for you? Can you go in, get your stuff, and hit? I just need sour cream. Are you
The
like, you know
honey,
what?
I'll
Hit
be
out there,
right
Nikki.
back doesn't apply.
Okay.
Dude, yeah, you can't say that anymore. You never say that. There's no 10-minute trip to the
Are you taking
store.
pictures and giving hugs and?
Oh,
I mean, I can just
people will
see
stop
it.
me and talk about
Yeah.
weather or
Yeah.
whatever.
I love it.
Yeah.
Do you love it?
It used to bother, years ago, it used to bother me when I was at 99Q.
99Q.
Opening my
Ooh,
my
memories.
voice would just,
Oh, hey, it's you.
yeah.
Did Nikki and the kids, how did they like going out in public with you?
They got used to it.
Yeah.
A lot of eye rolls from the kids.
Oh,
Like,
I'm sure when they were younger.
Comes
Yeah.
with the territory
Yeah.
though, and then
Oh.
when you get used to it, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's kind of cool. I mean, you are with your celebrity dad and husband. I mean, I think that's really neat to be a local celebrity, even if you're not giving the weather that people want to hear. You've become this trusted source of not just weather, but your personality. People know you, they love you, and even if they don't really know you, they think they know you.
But
Right?
And
I think that's so cool.
I've learned to exchange the gratitude
Right.
and just to, because we're all human,
Yeah.
and if they take time to say hi,
By golly, you're going to do the
Yeah.
same thing. Yeah.
Hi,
when
your
you
name
get
is-
home, Nikki says, take out the damn trash.
I'll take out the trash.
That's
she's
right.
like, "Where's the sour cream?" You're like, "Dang
Don't
it,
forget,
Oh, yeah.
it."
United States Marine
That's
Corps.
right. Yeah, that's right. Your wife is Semper Fi. I forgot
Oh,
about
really?
that.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Well, thank you for your service.
She's tough. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's great.
Okay, so now
and-
speaking of your fam, okay, so you have 2 daughters, is that right?
2 daughters.
Okay, and names, if you don't mind.
Lauren, who is 30,
Okay.
and Audra, who just turned 21.
Great names. 21.
have we had our celebratory?
Yes, we did.
Good.
Cool.
And it was cool, calm, collected.
Good.
It was at a pizza joint in Webster Groves.
Ooh, lovely.
After I took care of a little business earlier in the afternoon.
Okay.
Has she finished school yet?
No, she's just about, she'll be done with her 4 years
And where
next
is she?
year. She's at Maryville University.
Oh, great college.
So,
My nephew goes
and then she's
there.
got another couple of years on top of that.
Yeah.
Physical therapist.
Nice.
So are they're not following in Dad's footsteps at all?
No.
Okay. Yay or nay on that? Do you wish somebody would follow up the weather, fill the weather shoes, if you will?
Weather, if it's tied with broadcast, I don't know.
Okay.
That
Because you feel like things are shifting in that world?
that
It's
leads to what I
shifting
want to talk
Okay.
about.
Yeah,
Fast,
yeah.
and it's shifting in the wrong direction.
When
Okay, let's get there.
when did you go from GEM to KHQA?
That was in 2016.
Why did you do that?
I was at the end of my contract in 2014, and I had a little medical issue in June of that year.
Well, that's right. You had a stroke, right?
Hurt a little bit.
No, I didn't have a
That
stroke.
wasn't the stroke?
No,
Well, what was it
wasn't a
then?
stroke. What was it? Dehydration, lack of sleep,
That'll do it.
lack of
Overworked,
sleep.
lots of stress.
You were still
And I
smoking
was
back
stressed.
then, right?
Oh, absolutely. I was.
Were you a pack a day? You were a pack a day guy, right?
I think at that time it was a little more than a pack a day.
Yeah.
But I think probably the stress of, I don't want to say perfectionist. Would you call yourself that?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I wasn't going to label you, but
That's
I
okay.
feel like that is kind of, yeah, comes with the territory. But all of the work, all of the pressure, high pressure, if you will.
And there was a lot of severe weather occurring well before that.
Yeah.
Right. Sure.
And it was June 9th of 2014.
Oh, was that of the Derico or whatever we had?
No.
What did we have then?
Oh,
Derecho?
Derecho.
You can't be a
Derecho.
weatherman. I was like, Derecho?
Hey,
Yeah.
I did
Come
weather
on.
for a year
Well,
on the
thank-
morning show.
Obviously, you didn't talk about a derecho.
I did not talk about
derecho.
derecho. I just knew where Nebraska was.
I can't remember the specific weather events that led up to that, but we were doing weather radio programming once a week at remote locations.
Oh God, yes.
Because
Ugh.
I was chief, I had to
Yep.
be there.
Yep.
Because I was chief, I had to be at the station during all severe weather
I was going to say, and it
events.
doesn't sleep.
No,
So that means you don't sleep either.
no.
Probably didn't lend very well to the
Not,
health.
it didn't. Family was a little upset with me,
I get that.
and then I got
Sounds
upset
like the
with-
boss he had after me was not as
Gracious.
malleable as I was, but that's another story.
But I think it comes with the territory.
Yes, it is another story.
So you have a responsibility that you took very seriously and you did it very well, but it did take a toll,
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
Which I think lends to the respect that people have for you.
I was told by 3 doctors, "Do you have another job that you can do?" It's like,
Yeah,
no,
what do you want me to
don't.
do?
You don't understand.
This is my life.
It's a public service.
Yeah.
It's telling people about the weather.
And you didn't want to go back to being a morning show guy.
I technically I couldn't. I just couldn't.
Yeah.
So you made the jump from GEM to KHQA, which many people have gone back and forth and worked at. We all have we've all worked at all the
Yeah,
different places and all that stuff. We've all got our merit badges or whatever. But then you went and then you spent roughly a decade there at KHQA.
Yes.
And of course, you had a coworker who now works for us now in Chris Dewar, who we love dearly, and
Yeah, boy.
that is KHQA is of course me, you, Randy, we all worked at KHQA back in the day,
Way back.
way back in the day. Did you work there when it was still Lee Enterprises?
No, we were sharing facilities.
Okay, you
at the
had
time.
broken up.
But we were under ownership by Eastern Broadcasting.
You were Eastern, and was I guess KHQA would have been Benedict then.
But no, it was still Lee.
It was still Lee. They were getting ready to sell.
Lee was focusing on TV and got rid of their radio.
and then sold KHQA. And,
Yes.
yeah.
So can
But-
we get to? I'm sorry.
Let me finish.
Yeah,
Let me
yeah,
finish.
yeah. I just want to
But I'm
talk
just
about
saying,
the
in his
production.
time at KHQA, how many ownerships did you have there? Counting the latest Rincon broadcasting iteration.
Sinclair
Yeah.
was the after Barrington went out of business. They sold it to Sinclair. Went in and bought it,
Yeah.
and then came what I call the Black Thursday of January 2020. 60% of the staff fired.
Wow. By Sinclair?
Yes.
Ouch.
So I was originally part of that
Yeah. I remember.
plan. But then I got a call a couple of weeks later from the regional news manager saying sometimes corporate doesn't make the best decisions. Do you think so?
Good for that person.
This is why he
So-
doesn't want his daughters to go in the business.
Well, so that's what I was going to get to. I mean, obviously, with technology, and it almost seems like everything's kind of disposable, including personalities anymore. Where do you think it's going? Do you think it's
Well,
going anywhere?
look at what's happened to CBS News
Yeah.
in the evening.
And look what happened to CBS News Radio, which is about to be non-existent.
About another month, it's going to be cut.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, though, we still need meteorologists. We still need to know what's happening outside of our doors
Well,
right?
you need these pipelines of information, just like
Yeah.
you offer a different pipeline of information on demand. You know, no, very few people have a schedule to, hey, it's 10 o'clock, you got to turn the TV on.
Yeah.
God, man, wouldn't it be nice to go back to those days? God.
I long for those
Oh
days.
man, landlines, 10 p.m. news, finding out that I don't have school at 10:30.
Watching the ticker.
Oh my
Watch it,
god.
yep.
You want to watch the ticker and not get your sky. What's it called? Sky. What do they call the school?
Skyward.
Skyward, whatever it's called from the
I mean,
school
I'm
district.
not saying it's not good information, but it's not delivered the same way, and I would kill for it to go back.
But it's, one of the toughest decisions that I had to, when I was asked to take mornings. Do we carry birthdays from radio over to TV? I said, absolutely.
100%.
Sure.
There's a reason
Sure.
to celebrate.
Why not?
Yeah.
So,
You know how much I loved seeing my name? My Aunt Annie used to put it up there. I mean, it made me feel like I was some kind of superstar. I got
that's
my name.
awesome.
I mean,
That's great.
Yeah.
now I feel like it's kind of, that's gone by the wayside.
Hey, you and Brittany still do birthday of the month.
Yeah, but I'm saying like just seeing my name up on something that I took very seriously, very like, that is so neat to be a part of something that you considered to be bigger than yourself, right?
Yeah.
Including the weather. I just think it's really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't want your kids to be, which I understand. I mean, you're seeing the progression of it, or however you put it.
Regression.
Regression. What would you hope? What direction would you hope that it goes? Even knowing that it's probably not going to go the way that we want.
It's like vinyl records. What goes around will come around.
Great segue.
And I've got a feeling that's going to happen. It may
Yeah.
not happen in my lifetime,
Cyclical.
but it's going to happen.
Well, I
Waiting
think
for malls to come back.
trying to do the
around.
local. I mean, us trying to do the local thing like we do here. I mean,
Yeah.
I think that's if we can do that and continue to grow and expand. And again, it's a lot of work, but I think it's something we can do. We really haven't gotten to the live streaming stuff yet. We do stuff on the show we do for the sports guys.
But maybe we'll call you.
Get a
But
low,
yeah.
get
Yeah.
a low power television station license.
Yeah.
Get an LP license.
That's
There
a
you
way
go.
to start.
Yeah.
All right, so speaking of vinyls, I know it's not really the perfect segue, but let's talk about, okay, so you're retired. What do you say? You're retired, you're retired.
I'm
You're
retired.
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 Do you feel retired?
No.
Because you asked me to come here and talk about all your things.
Yeah. Pretty much.
I've got another date late this month
Okay.
at another facility. It's about 60 miles
Probably
away.
never going away, Rich Cain.
60 miles away.
Yeah, about 60
But
miles
in
away.
your spare time, if you have some, which hopefully you will have some coming up, what do you love? What are your hobbies?
I love
outside of your
cooking.
family?
I love repairing old radios
Yeah,
and enjoying nature.
cool.
Yeah, and my grandkids.
Yeah. So obviously, I don't know how comfortable you are. Do you want to shout out your grandkids? Like, thank you. Obviously, how many do you have? First of all.
2.
Okay, I was like, if there's 13, I don't want to put you on the
Not
spot.
there yet.
Yeah.
But I do want to extend thanks to my 2 daughters,
Yeah.
Lauren and Audra, who put up with me for a number of years. But also my 2 grandboys, who Lauren has provided for me. There's Shepard, who's the oldest. He's getting up there, about ready to go to school.
Oh no.
And then there's Jameson.
Another great name.
Jameson's got this curly hair back here, and he's adorable.
Yeah.
He just, when we do FaceTime, he's like, Poppy.
Oh, your Poppy.
Yeah, I'm Poppy.
That's cool.
And they're down in the St. Louis area.
They're down in St. Louis.
Very cool.
Yep.
Very cool. Okay, so you have these older radios. Now, when we're talking older radios, what are we talking? We're talking like mid-century mod. What are we talking?
We're talking 1940s, 1950s.
You repair? Do you just listen,
Restore.
enjoy? What do you do?
Restore.
Okay.
Got to get them back and working and
Cool.
mend whatever may be broken on it. And people ask me, well, why do you do that? I said, they don't make them anymore.
Right. Don't make them like they used to.
Nope.
And radio stations themselves, it's like, again, with the TV downsizing, and we talked about CBS News Radio going away, but yeah, just trying to find the radios and station that plays music.
Top 40 is coming back on AM.
Is it?
Cool.
Slowly but surely, talk
Really?
radio is being replaced by music. Again.
Hey,
I'll be darned.
you know, because when MTV went away, I was like, MT what? It was just TV. There was no M in there,
Yeah, there
right?
were no music videos.
When you're saying they don't make them like they used to, I think that that is probably a really good way to describe you. You have given us all of the great years. You've given us a reason to trust weather. You've weaved yourself into this thread of our community that I feel like it's never going to be. You've made some great shoes that I don't think anybody's going to be able to fill anytime soon. So maybe even though weather is not going in the way, broadcasting isn't going the way that we want it to, might be a good thing because I don't know if anybody can fill Rich Cain's shoes.
Gosh, Ashley, thank you.
Hey, I said I
Appreciate
was
it.
starstruck.
Well, as we said earlier with Nikki, thank you for her service, but we thank you for
Yes,
yours
thank
too,
you,
man.
thank
Yeah,
you.
you've
Yeah.
you meant a lot to a lot of folks around here a long time. I'm proud to have called you a friend for a long time, and glad to see you earning your well-deserved retirement.
Well, thank you. Can I just say one thing?
Sure.
I miss working with Natalie Will.
Oh, well, Natalie, do you hear that?
There was a synchronicity that we had that nobody can come close to.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even scripted. If she's reading a script in the prompter, if she wanted me to take over the last half, she'd just do this.
Very organic.
We
Yeah.
picked it right away.
Isn't it
Right.
nice how you
She would be the longest serving continuous news anchor in the community right now.
Yes.
That's a cool title.
By a mile.
Almost. No, she came aboard, was it 2003?
It was a little
It was-
later than that. She interned
She
about that
interned
time.
in about 2000.
2005 or 6 is when she got the morning
That's a
show.
pretty cool title. Natalie Will.
6 or 7. It was a 6, 7. 2006 or 7. She got it.
She's
so-
also highly respected and very involved in the community.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah, I think people call her the queen.
She is a queen.
She would be now.
There you go. So I don't want to cut this, but I don't want to cut it short. You are retiring after 45 years?
About 45.
Okay. Anything that you want to say, any advice, any musings that you want to leave your listeners, your fans with?
If your boss tells you to make the coffee, you better darn well make the coffee.
There you go.
There you go.
Mr. Rich Cain.
And go to the extent of sweeping the floors, doing things that have not been asked of you,
Yeah.
but they will recognize those little nuances.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Take that extra step.
Yep.
You've obviously taken the extra step, and I'll speak for myself, but I think I speak on behalf of everyone else. We're going to miss you.
Gonna miss you too.
Yeah. Hey,
Thanks,
we're always
Rich.
here. And if you ever want to do some, on-site weather, talk to Bobby G here.
We'll make
Figure it out.
something happen.
Oh, you
Yeah.
want me to dethrone Brent Clare?
No, I'm talking in addition to.
You can always add more.
The world,
Heck, this family's getting bigger.
Yeah, that's right. Hey,
Plenty of
Rich
room.
Cain,
Plenty of room at the table.
This
Thanks,
was
brother.
my
Appreciate
pleasure.
it.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much
Ashley.
for
You're
everything.
welcome.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys next
All right,
week.
Enjoy your retirement.
Thank you.
Yeah.